YouTube, man. Welcome back to another video with K Dub. You know what I'm saying? We're back here at K Palace. Y'all can't see me, it's dark. You know what I'm saying? It's dark. Y'all can't see me, but I'm getting off work. I got my Caitlin Clark. Hold on. Got my Caitlin. I'm finna get a jersey. No, I'm finna get a jersey. So look though. So look though. Yeah, man, we got some trade news. We got some trade updates with KD. So uh, KD supposed to be getting traded to the Rockets, Timberwolves, Miami Heat. Me personally, I want him to go to the Minnesota Timberwolves, where he should. Now, obviously, where he might end up is probably the Houston Rockets. I think he might. He'll go to the Houston Rockets for sure. As far as who they're gonna have to give up, that's really gonna be up to Houston Rockets. Now, let's go to the NBA trade machine. Let's see who we can trade for KD on Houston Rockets. Miami, Miami. I mean, um, if he wants his own team, he goes to Miami. But he's 37 years old. You trying to win? You're not really trying to just stack up points and you know what I mean and be competitive. You want to actually win a championship. If you're trying to win a championship, I think he goes to the Timberwolves because out of the three options, the Timberwolves got the furthest back-to-back years in the playoffs. So I think KD goes to the Timberwolves, but I feel like the league might send him to Houston. The league might send him to Houston, but I think KD might go to Minnesota. Now let's see. Now they said that it could happen in the next coming days. I ain't gonna lie, that's tough. But we gonna see right now. Before we even get to the video, let's just make a trade. Let's go to the Houston Rockets. So look, I'm on the trade machine right now. So I just traded KD to Houston, and I think they might give up. I feel like Dylan Brooks is gonna be there. Is gonna be on his way out. I think Dylan Brooks gonna be on his way out. And I ain't gonna lie, I think Reese, you can't trade Adams or Van Vliet. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, man. I hate to say it. I think if they extended Steven Adams, man, I feel like they might. I don't know, man. I think Jalen Green might be out of there. Okay, well, that trade didn't work. Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green, that trade didn't work. Oh my God, they're going to trade so many people. I don't know how KD can get traded. I ain't gonna lie because if we looking at it, they would have to trade Dylan Brooks, Jalen Green, and probably Sengun. So that trade didn't go through. I don't know who they're gonna have to give up, but it's gonna be a package. It's gonna be a third team involved for sure. As far as the Timberwolves, all right. So since I can't find nothing on here, let's see let's see what we get with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Let's see if we go to Minnesota, trade KD to Minnesota. I ain't gonna lie, I think Gobert out of there. Personally, I think Gobert's out of there. Okay, that trade didn't go through. So let's throw in somebody. Let's throw in, but you need a big man though. Like you need a big man, and I don't know if Nas Reed gonna stay there. I think Nas Reed is free agent. I don't think he's gonna stay there. Uh, I don't think Nas Reed gonna. I mean Julius Randle. I mean if you trade Gobert and maybe give it. I think Mike Conley might be out of there. Okay, that trade didn't work either. God damn. All right, so let's just throw in Rob Dillon. That trade didn't work. God damn. Yeah, this might be like a three-team trade. I ain't gonna lie, cause I'm trying my hardest to kind of send niggas out, and yeah, ain't going for it. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know who Minnesota gonna give up, but just know that if KD goes to Timberwolves, they're going back to the conference finals if they're healthy. Now let's just get into the video. I'm not watching all 15 minutes of this shit. I'm letting you know this right now. I'm not watching all 15 minutes. Damn, they talking about. I ain't okay. Listen, we gonna watch up until 6:40.
think there's some motivation with some teams, potentially even sooner than 7 days. Maybe in the next few days,
Oh,
we could get some Kevin Durant trade action. There is some serious traction on conversations, on trade scenarios with the Suns. They've had about 6 to 8 teams reach out. There's been interest. There's been some offers. There's been some negotiations. But really, in the last 24, 48 hours, I'm told the focus of the Suns conversation has been on a few of the teams. And here they are. The Houston Rockets.
Adding a tariff to imported vehicles and parts will make
Man, y'all don't gotta hear this ad, bro. Y'all don't gotta hear this ad, bro. You know what I'm saying? There we go.
Timberwolves. I'm told those are the three teams right now where a lot of the focus on a few of the teams, and here they are: the Houston Rockets, the Miami Heat, and the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm told those are the three teams right now where a lot of the focus for Durant lies. There's some motivation.
does he want to
Could
go
be
there?
done sooner than later. So it's a great question you ask, AJ, because he's on an expiring contract, about $54 million, and so that could also come up as an issue here, where if there's a team that for sure wants his extension, or will there be a team? We saw what happened with Kawhi Leonard in 2019, or actually 2018, and then he won the championship in 2019 with the Toronto Raptors, where they just literally had no idea whether he wanted to be there, probably didn't want to be there, and they trade for him, they win a championship, then he leaves anyway. So will there be a team, whether it's in this mix or a wild card team, that just takes a swing and just banks on themselves and hope that they can potentially make a deep run and keep them there? But that's going to be the big question.
You said Houston, Miami.
Houston, Miami, and Minnesota.
Okay, let's get an answer about Miami right now. UD, would Kevin Durant fit in well in the Miami Heat culture, do you think?
I mean, Kevin Durant would fit in anywhere, but definitely I feel like he fits in the Miami Heat culture, and I can't speak too much on it, but I would say he's a guy who comes in and just has to be Kevin Durant.
UD, speak on it, man.
Yeah, UD, you know.
I'm the vice president of player development, fellas. So I got to keep my coins coming in. So what I will say is, if he comes,
I get it now.
He comes into a locker room. And
I get it now. I get what the loyalty's at.
This is why I show Kevin first. I know you got a couple of these, but this is why I show him first. But if he happens to come into the Miami Heat locker room, he comes into a situation where you have a Hall of Fame coach already, Lispostra Nostra. You got a team that has a culture already, a team that has a culture already. So the questions that people have about Kevin Durant: can Kevin Durant be your leader? He doesn't have to be a leader in Miami. They already have leadership. They already have a culture. They already have a hell of a head coach who's a figure. Is Kevin Durant going to respect the guy? His accolades, MVPs, Hall of Famers, scoring champions. You can't just have anybody coach Kevin Durant.
Team USA, they were together too, right?
Yeah, Team USA. So you can't have a guy that has no experience come in and say, hey, Kevin, you need to do this to win a championship. Kevin going to be like, I got more championships than you. I can tell your ass what to do to win a championship. So you have a coach that has that pedigree, and Kevin Durant's going to respect that. So, yes, the situation in Miami will work. But at the end of the day, Kevin Durant has put himself in a situation, and he's earned the right to pick and choose where he wants to go.
Yeah, I would love to have Kevin Durant here in Indiana. It doesn't sound like that's a thing.
That wasn't even part of the conversation.
I know.
How we get there?
I know.
Still, it's the Pacers.
I will say, I've also seen some.
And Kevin Durant's going to respect that. So, yes, the situation in Miami will work. But at the end of the day, Kevin Durant has put himself in a situation, and he's earned the right to pick and choose where he wants to.
I ain't gonna lie, but if you're in Miami, I ain't gonna lie. That nigga not winning no championship. I don't think none of the teams that he talking about, I don't think he gonna win a championship with either one of them teams. Miami, Houston, or Minnesota. I don't see him winning. Now with Minnesota, he has a chance to win. I ain't gonna lie, cause I don't know. I feel like Julius Randle might be out of there. I think if you replace KD with Julius Randle, cause mind y'all, bro, Julius Randle didn't play in the fourth quarter, bro. He couldn't play in the fourth quarter because defensively he couldn't do nothing. I think with KD out there, I think things a little different. I think the Timberwolves beat OKC in 6, 7 games with KD, in my opinion. You see what's going on with Indiana, even though OKC just won, we're gonna react to that too. But that's tough. That's tough. That's super tough. I'm not gonna lie, that's super tough. But I think KD going to Minnesota. I want to see KD in Minnesota playing with Ant. I think that duo can really be. That's a dangerous duo. That's a dangerous coming. That's better than Devin Booker and KD right now.
To go.
Yeah, I would love to have Kevin Durant here in Indiana. It doesn't sound like that's a thing.
That wasn't even part.
He's not going to Indiana. He's not going there. Now, will KD look really good in Indiana? Maybe not in the Indiana Pacer jersey. He wouldn't look good, but in that system, oh yeah, with Tyrese Halliburton dishing him dimes, oh yeah, KD would look great, fantastic in that system. But he's not going to Indiana. Pat McAfee, stop, bro. He's not. I know you're from Indiana. I know you. I'm saying you from Indiana. That's your team. You be at the games and you rep Indiana. I feel you, Pat McAfee, but he not going there. He not going there. I mean, if he went to Indiana, I wouldn't be mad because I like Tyrese Halliburton, but they folded last night. I ain't gonna lie.
Part of the conversation.
I know.
How we get there?
I know.
Still, it's the Pacers.
I will say, I've also seen some conversations about Kevin Durant as a player. Like, let's remember who we're talking about.
Yeah.
Here. He's going to be 37 in September. We do know this, but he is one of the best players still to this day.
Yes.
He made his 15th straight All-Star team this
Pretty
past
good.
season in a year that he's played. He obviously missed the 2019-2020 season. So all three of these teams, I think, are looking at this as like, if we get Kevin Durant in the fold, I mean, if you're looking at it from Minnesota's perspective, Houston's perspective, we can legitimately contend for a championship. And the East right now is wide open. So if you're Miami and you have a chance to pair Kevin Durant with Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo. So that's really where the focus has been on those three teams in the last 24
And La Spostra Nostra.
That's a great name.
Him too.
I didn't know that was a
Great
thing,
nickname.
but you know.
La Spostra
I don't know if
Nostra,
the East is
baby.
wide open. You know, the Pacers have been to back-to-back. I'm sure the Celtics will still be good. How important is...
Wait a minute. See, that was disrespectful just there.
What?
He didn't even know it. The East is wide open.
Yeah, to
How is it
Andy.
wide open? And we got a team right now that's... See how it's East...
But the East is wide open.
Yeah, it's
All day,
yeah.
every
Oh,
day.
yeah.
In the city, in their building. Yeah, I understand. He's been saying this for a couple of days.
Yeah, Shams does this.
This is corporate Shams.
I am just saying what teams believe in the Eastern Conference. But look at the Pacers. We
Thank
didn't
you.
we didn't expect them to be here, right? So could there be a team next year?
What do you mean
that-
we?
We
Who's
did.
we?
We did expect them to be here.
Well,
Did most people around the league expect that? I
Those
don't
that
think
know
so.
ball did.
I don't think so.
how important is Udoka for KD? Because obviously they have a really good relationship. When Udoka was in Boston, a lot of KD to Boston
That
during
was a real
time.
I
thing.
love him, too.
Is
That
that
was a
why
real
he's
thing.
going to Houston? Yeah, like
That was a
UD
real
for
Let me tell you something.
players. How important?
Because you're a Boston guy,
Yeah.
and I tell you, every time we were in a series with Boston, I would look down to their huddle, and it wasn't Marcus Smart, it wasn't Jason Tatum,
He's
it
the
wasn't
leader.
Jaylen Brown, it was Ime Udoka. He was the leader of that team. He was the guy
Yeah,
that
he's a
they
good talker.
followed. Yes, and he's the guy who will challenge you, not just mentally, but physically too. Like, what you want to do? You want to square off? We can square off, but at the end of the day, like I told you, before I let you take down these other 12, 13 guys, I whip your ass. That's Ime Udoka's mentality. So he is a guy that Kevin Durant respects and will come in that locker room and will fall in line. But now if you bring a first-year coach, Kevin Durant may be like, you don't really know shit.
Shams, why don't you start doing a little bit more research? Tricky Ricky and Kevin Durant would get along very, very well. Let's move off of the Kevin Durant story. I don't love that we have Miami Heat personnel here not telling us
Sure.
trading for Kevin Durant and when that's going to happen. But you got to do what you got to do, and I understand Rouse will get a little riled up if you were to give that away.
Don't want no
AJ, amen. AJ has a question for you.
Shams, are the Knicks any closer to finding a head coach? And did they have a plan in place before they fired Thibs of, hey, this is who we're lined up, we may have locked in?
Yeah. So KD is not going to Indiana. He's not going to Indiana. Yeah, we'll see where KD goes. You know what I'm saying? Because wherever KD goes, I'm going there. So yeah. But let's get into these OKC and Indiana Pacer highlights. I ain't gonna lie, shit. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Let's get to this OKC and Pacer highlights. This is a 2-part video. I don't feel like dropping two split videos. I ain't gonna lie.
The lead after the.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I want to just get right to the action, get right to the second half. I don't want to watch the whole. I want to get to the second half. I ain't gonna lie to you. So look, bro, this is a good game. This is a good game. Also, his dad, they were also he not also he can be courtside again. That's tough. Now, I ain't gonna lie, this game was really good. Indiana had the game, bro, and then defensively they sold, bro. They sold, bro. They sold defensively. I thought Indiana had a great opportunity, and they fumbled. They fumbled. Not gonna lie, bro. They fumbled. You know what I'm saying? They fumbled. You know what I'm saying? Y'all probably gonna see what I'm talking about. Just keep watching. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? Shade his bag, doing what he do. They go Tyrese. Yeah, Obi Toppin, bro, he was playing good last night up until the fourth quarter when they choked. Like, bro, defensively, I thought Caruso was good last night. I thought they played defensively. I thought they played good against Shea last night. But you know what I mean. But look, OKC just kept fighting back. I muted the game. I ain't gonna lie. And TJ McConnell, yo, shout out to TJ McConnell, bro. He's an underrated backup of point guard. I ain't gonna lie. Like he really be controlling that offense. Like he be controlling like that second unit for. I ain't gonna lie. He be controlling. He be controlling that second unit. I ain't gonna lie. But bro, how did Indiana lose the game? It was a good game. It was a close game, but I ain't gonna lie. You see J Dub in there, bro. They cooked. God. And Ben Mathurin, bro, you got bro, make your free throws, my guy. They ain't gonna show it in the highlights. But Ben Mathurin, bro, he missed like four free throws. Like, bro, he missed like four free throws. Oh God, he missed like four free throws. Like he missed two free throws in a row. Then he went back to the line and made one out of two. So he was 0 for 2 for the first time. And the second time he was 1 for 2. But you gotta make your free throws. Can't go from dropping 27 in game three and then like you ain't nowhere to be found in game four. Like what are we doing? Like bro, y'all could went up three. Y'all could went up 3-1. Now y'all going back to OKC with, bro. OKC crowd about to be turned, bro. OKC for sure winning this game. It's gonna be 3-2. But look at y'all, bro. Bro, y'all letting him come back. Y'all letting Shea get to his bag. Shea is a god at the mid range. Y'all letting him get to his bag. Bro. Y'all let him get to his bag. And Neesmith, bro, you wasn't doing nothing either, bro. Damn, shit, man. I need everybody on the fucking floor though. It's all good though. It don't matter. Got that KD jersey. And KD not even on the squad. He got a KD. Like what, bro? Look. Now this was good defense. Oh, I ain't gonna lie. I got scared right here. I thought J Dub. I thought he broke something right there. See, look, bro. Look, and then he gonna miss the second one. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so they ain't showed up. But nah, but bro, he missed two free throws back to back. Indiana, man, disappointed, bro. Indiana, disappointed. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all should have won this game. Like, you should have won this game. I ain't gonna lie. You should have won the game. But, I don't really got nothing else to say about this game, man. Hopefully, y'all enjoy the video. Game five is Monday. Game five is Monday, but let's see if they can get their lick back in OKC. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. I think it's gonna be a blowout. I think OKC gonna blow them out in game five. Is this game five or game five? Yeah, game five. Yeah, game five. Yep. If they finna blow them out in game five. Hopefully, y'all enjoy the video, man. Y'all like, comment, subscribe if you're new, man. and I am out this thing.